Welcome to the Can Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. This is our fourth season, and we are in episode 32. We're leaving the continent of North America, and we're heading halfway around the world to Australia. But before we can get there, we have to have our wine nerd word of the week, and that is amino acids. Now, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, and wine and grapes are not just carbohydrates. There are proteins in there. So amino acids form an important building block that creates the proteins that are found in wines. And speaking of wines, we have our can of the week, and our intrepid wine traveler, Ken, are you there?
I sure am, Brad.
Where do we find your wine travels today?
Today I'm in a little community in southeastern Manitoba. The community is Woodridge, Manitoba.
Oh.
Beautiful community, beautiful conifers. It's part of the Great Lakes St. Lawrence forest zone that dips in from Minnesota, Ontario, right into the bottom southeast corner of the province here in Manitoba. Just a beautiful area.
So you got a lot of white pines and stuff like that?
Hey, we got the best here. There's a lot of nice trees that don't grow anyplace else in Manitoba. We have red pine, we have white pine, we have eastern white cedar, we have ironwood, we have large tooth aspen. Really a unique area of the province. It's a cool place to be at.
Well, that's cool. And today we have a very unique wine. If you want to introduce that one.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, this is a Joiy wine. It's a white wine, a shimmering bubbles, and the alcohol content is 10%. And it's the can that I'm holding now is a 250 ml.
Correct. And just to add to what your description is, this is a no additional sugar, so it could be fairly dry. I wasn't able to find a fact sheet on it, but the information I dredged up was that it's vegan friendly. They don't use animal byproducts in the finings or anything like that. Now, the company that produces it, Joiy, is a New Zealand company. Kath Hopkins founded it. So Kath Hopkins founded it. Chris Anker is the winemaker, and a Kiwi company from Wairarapa, New Zealand. This is actually an Australian wine, so I'm not sure if they get the grapes from Australia or if they actually produce it there. And they're really committed to the low impact canning and the fact that the smaller cans and smaller proportions work well with people that are watching portions and watching their health and these sorts of things. Where did I find this? Well, this one made the trip back from Canada with me, and I gave you one of them too, Ken. You can buy this at the MLCC, which is the Manitoba Liquor Control Commission. And in Manitoba, that's where you buy wine and liquor. Now, of interest, this is listed in some of the information I read, biggest selling canned wine in Canada. So they really embrace the Canadian market, the canned wine line, because they have, although this is their white sparkling wine, they have rosé, they have red, they have a whole line of them, and it's apparently the biggest selling canned wine line in Canada. So it's very successful for them. And it was good to pick this up and get you a can of it. And now we're able to enjoy opening it both in New York, where I am, and in southeastern Manitoba, where you are. So what is it that we do at the Canned Wine Podcast?
We open wine and we talk about it.
Exactly. I'll give you a countdown and then give me 2 after that to go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
my finger into there, so it took me a little. There was a delay.
There's a little bit of sparkle to it. I'd say this is deep yellow. I don't think it has much of a golden hue to it. Nice. I'm smelling kind of green apples, almost like a Goodlands. It smells like a Goodlands apple to me. Definitely white fruits. I didn't mention that this is listed as being a Riesling, which is a obviously a white wine, but a lot of the Rieslings that are being made are not overly sweet and are rather dry, and that's how I would describe this one. How do you find it?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's very nice, very, very flavorful,
and it does have a certain acidity to it too, which is quite pleasant. Some of the tasting notes that I was reading about were apples, which I saw, apples, pears, so the white fruit groups, melons. They say that it's off dry, and I would give it that. I like this. I'm enjoying some of these dry style Rieslings. This is one that you can pick up locally, and it certainly would be worthwhile. I like this particular one. What would you serve it with? Well, they were heavy on the turkeys when I was looking at the recommendations for pairing turkey breasts stuffed with cranberries and bacon and these kind of things. I'm probably going to have this with Chinese food. That's something that I will enjoy tonight. We have Kung Pao chicken and Kung Pao chicken, some wonton soup, and a few things like that. So I know you have you're on the road, so you probably got something revved up in the microwave. What are you going to be having it with, Kenny?
My wife. I'm having some frozen food that my wife prepared for me. Chicken breast and mashed potatoes. So I'll be having it with that.
Well, that's a good choice. Excellent choice. And our shout out, of course, we'd like to thank you for coming on board and helping us through this whole season. You did get the answer to one of our earlier things, so we do have a fantastic postcard coming out to you. I'll hold it up to the camera for you. I picked these up along the interstate the other day, and they give you a bit of a New York vibe. We'll send you out one of those. I'm going to send one out to Catherine, who helped me do an episode, the previous one, and I'm very thankful to the people that are helping us out with that. So much appreciated. And we do have an episode coming up with one of our other contributors, Jamie, up in Gimli. Looking forward to that one as well. So it's a lot of fun to open these wines across various jurisdictions, and it's interesting to, it's a testament to the portability of these, that you could throw 6 or 8 of them into your suitcase and carry it halfway around the world and enjoy it with your friends over the phone. So that's what we do here. Our head scratcher today is, where is Joiy located? Where is the company that makes this Joiy wine located? So we're back doing some geography, and whoever gets that first or second or leaves a comment, Facebook now too, for those of you that follow Facebook. But if you leave it on Facebook, Instagram, or on the main vein, which currently is YouTube, we will hunt you down and get you a fantastic New York postcard delivered right to your address. So we look forward to seeing your answers to that head scratcher. And again, thanks for helping us out, Kenny. It's always a pleasure to get together and open a can of wine and talk about it with you. I hope that winter is finally ending up there in Woodridge, Manitoba.
Yeah, we still have lots of snow, and it's still pretty cold here, but let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. Mostly it doesn't snow in July in Manitoba, but I have seen it, although that was in Churchill, so that's kind of the Arctic part of Manitoba. But I remember seeing on Canada Day some pretty good flurries coming down in Churchill. So anyways, thanks again. In closing, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in this new studio space that we're working in. And we hope you've enjoyed it. And we open cans of wine and talk about it here. And remember, just because it comes in a very nice blue can with some griffins on it, and I think there's a lion and all kind of mythical creatures, enjoy responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And that way we can be sure you can come back and check out our next episode. We are at episode 32. And as typically happens, I think we ran to 45 or 50 episodes last year, so we're motoring along, and we're just a few episodes away from the Rosé Roundup. That Rosé Roundup is coming, and we have a hassle of those little doggies that we're going to round up and open and see what we can get going with the Rosé Roundup. So thanks again. And I hope you enjoyed the Can Wine Podcast. It's a Center Stage production, all rights reserved.